A poem by Kinan Kotrash. When Messi stood at the penalty spot in the World Cup final, it wasn't just about football. It was about redemption, love, and the dream of a boy from Rosario.
Thank you, God, for letting me watch this. Thank you, God, for having Lionel Messi be a football player. Argentina born.
Mother Argentina, I've lost more finals than I care to name. Walked off the field with nothing but blame. They said I wore the shirt, but not the crown. That I made them cheer, then let them down. I played with fire, but the flame felt cold. Gave them years, they still wanted gold. And every time I touched the sky, the whistle blew and dreams went dry. But I still showed up with your hope in my skin, your sky blue thread woven deep within. The pitch fell silent, the crowd a storm, but your voice, Mama, still kept me warm. And the ball waits like it always knew that this was the moment I'd walk into, with every bruise, with every scar, with your love pulling me from afar. They'd said I'd never left it high, but you held my tears, you heard my cry. You knew it wasn't built a day, but in staying, falling, finding a way. The boys in the streets were my number still. They see the heart, not the uphill, but they don't know the nights I broke when leaving felt like the only hope. I said I'd quit, I lost my song, but you whispered, you belong. You never begged, you never plead, just lit a candle for my need. They wanted Diego's fire and fear, I gave them wounds and silent prayer. But even as the shears ran low, your steady faith refused to go. So the ball waits, a sacred thing, a promise wrapped in everything. You raised me not to chase the shears, but to give my blood and hold my fears. I may be tired, I may be bruised, but your belief I never lose. 'Cause life remembers what is true, and mothers wait like you do. This isn't for glory or golden light. It's for the love that stayed each night, for the lullabies you never sang, but somehow echoed in every stand. And the ball waits and I breathe in slow, and all my failures let me go. The world may watch with quiet doubt, but I know what this is all about. Not for records or empty fame, but for your arms that knew my name. And if this ends, just let them see I always played for you, not me. You knew I'd fall, but you saw me rise. You knew my heart before the prize. And if I'm legend, if I'm fame, it's because you whispered through my shame, Mama Argentina, you always know.
2022, the world champions are Argentina.
What Silence Holds, a poem by Kinan Kotrash. There is a pulse beneath the stone, a hush that hums beneath the bone, before the shape, before the name, a trembling thread became the flame. Not made of sound, yet still it sings, the word composed of hidden strings, a breath that never learned to cease, a note that bends but finds its peace. It doesn't shout, it doesn't plead. It moves through root, through blood, through reed. It bleeds the leaf, it breaks the shore. It's the silence just before. Each wall we touch, each word we say, each shadow spilled across the day is born of rhythm, slow and deep, a pattern murmured under sleep. Your voice, your spine, the light you see, all drawn in wave of symmetry. No matter stills, no silence stays. All things are songs in long delay. A falling spoon, a turning head, a lover's breath, a spider's thread. Each one is struck and each one sends a pulse that echoes, never ends. The stars align because they must. The mountains breathe, the mirrors rust, and even time, so sharp, so near, is only smoke, then disappears. So walk like thought and speak like flame. Each moment moves, though none the same. What seems like nothing holds the key. You are assured you're always where you'll always be. Why the tea is still warm, a poem by Kinan Kotrash. Don't wait for the bloom to call your name. Don't beg the sun for golden flame. The flower speaks with open arms, but only now and not again. You chase the fruit before it's born. You trace the storm before the storm. You write your future in the air and miss the now, so soft, so warm. The kettle sings, do you not hear? It hums its song so bright, so near. The cup is full, the steam is high, but your thoughts have wandered past the sky. You count the stars at morning's gate. You measure joy, then make it wait. But present time, she doesn't beg. She lifts your hand, she bends your leg. She pours your tea, she folds your day. She tucks a whisper in your way. She's not loud, she makes no plea. She only asks, drink here with me. So stay a while, let silence sing. Let breath be breath, not everything. Let now be wide, let now be deep. The moment's yours, and yours to keep. Before the steam has lost its form, before the cup is bare and worn, before you miss this tender storm, stay close while the tea is still warm.